Hey guys, what's going on? It's your favorite host, Miss Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. Welcome to another edition and another show. I am so excited to be live before you again. And today's guest is amazing, honey. She is right up my own alley. She is an entrepreneur. She's amazing. She's a visionary, and just full of amazing energy. I love her. I love her. I love her so far. Like, and I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna talk to you guys actually about a vision board planner that she just recently made for me. I gotta show it to you because it has my face on there and everything. Like, she made it specially designed for me so that I can get my life in order. Okay. So let's introduce our special guest, Miss Raychell Pins. Let's bring her on the show. Hold on a second, y'all. Hey, welcome.
Welcome. I'm so glad to be here.
How are you today?
I am great. I am fabulous, and I definitely cannot complain. And I am honored to be on the show.
Okay. One thing I love so far is that, honey, it don't matter what you was doing, what you had going on, you stopped to do this show. You are at poolside, right?
I got on my two-piece as we speak, okay?
Listen, don't nothing and should nothing stop our hustle, period, right?
Nope.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely not, okay?
How you feeling today?
I am great. I like to call them mini vacations. It's kind of where I just remove myself from my home and just kind of go into a hotel. It can be sanitary. I'm from the Houston area. So
Okay.
An hour forward, an hour back, an hour to the side, somewhere an hour out of my usual place. And just kind of get a hotel and just kind of, I work my business all morning from the hotel. And then the rest of the evening, like, this is my mimosa.
Mm-hmm. They call it a staycation, right?
Yeah, but I think everybody needs to have one. Everybody needs to make it like it's in my itinerary. Okay, it's part of what I do.
Why did you feel that was something necessary to incorporate into your schedule? Like, what made you start doing that in your life?
Because of COVID, I own a daycare from 2009 until 2020. And so COVID brought me home because I closed my whole daycare down. What a lot of people don't think I've ever said it publicly before, but before the pandemic, before they even announced COVID, my daycare has never been written up before for cleanliness. And so I got like 3 reviews on my page saying like, oh, their daycare is not clean. My child has been sick. And like, we've never had that before. And so October, November, December, we was getting our butts tore up with I'm sick, my staff is sick, the kid. I mean, it was going around in a circle and I couldn't put my hands on it, right? Steam cleaning, like we've done the same thing since 2009. And now nothing we're doing seems to be preventing the sickness from entering the center. And so before they even announced COVID, I had blocked people from coming inside.
That's how serious it was, yeah.
Yeah, and so they had to sign their kids out and who was bringing their kids to the front because I couldn't figure out what was bringing this sickness in. And so when they announced COVID, I was like, hold up, I have a whole sick child at home that have seizures, that have strokes. I can't continuously keep bringing this home. So I temporarily closed my childcare center, which led to permanently closing. And so I don't know what everybody else do, but working at home every day, all day. I got me a pool for the backyard, and so I made my home a paradise. But I was like, I want to get out of here too.
Right.
I want to get away from here. And so I think it's just important, even if you work at home, to just kind of venture out. You know, it's good for your mind, your body, and your soul.
Right. What did that transition do for you? Like, was it dramatic? Did it really? Because COVID we gonna talk about COVID because COVID has really done so many transitional different types of things for everybody. First of all, the whole public is paranoid, which I understand that. You know what I mean? Um, it sent so many different things and caused so many different issues. I'm gonna tell you one example that was different for me last year when COVID hit and the kids were made to go virtual in school. That caused some issues with the teacher and my daughter and things like that. And I had to check her teacher. And I guess her teacher hadn't adjusted well to COVID or something, but I had to report her. And I had proof as to why I was reporting her. I don't know. It caused a panic in the whole entire public. And it's been an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? It's been an adjustment.
I feel like God prepares us, but we just don't. We take all these tests, but we don't learn from the test. And I feel like people who, while we're going through the test, we need to be writing down and learning from that test, right? So when things happen, we're prepared. And so I say that because even though I own my own childcare center, even though I was making good money, I still, being Raychell, was doing other things. I still wrote a book and I was doing a book tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get back to the planner, but the planner that she was talking about, I invented for myself in 2018.
Put it up, show it because this has been a major blessing in my life. With me at the end of last year starting to have seizures and memory being an issue and things like that, my friend Free told me about you and told me about this planner, and she was like, you got to have one, period, mandatory. I was like, okay, if you say so, and if you say that this is going to change my life and help me, then so be it. I'll get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about supporting entrepreneurs and people that are, self businesses. I'm about that life. So
okay. Seizures. First, I want to say thank you for supporting my business. And two, I've never heard you. I don't know you, so this is not pre-recorded or pre-rehearsed. But you said something. You said that because you have seizures, right, in your memory. That is why God gave me this vision, because I found myself so overwhelmed and so frustrated because I'm like, God, you keep asking me to do stuff when I have a memory issue, right? So fix the memory issue. Yeah, I talk to God because he made me. And so you can't keep.
Oh. It paused, guys. I don't know what happened. Let's see if we can get her back on here. Y'all, we have Miss Special Guest, Miss Raychell Pins on our show. She's going to come back in. Let's see what happened. I don't know what happened. It paused and stopped, and we're going to get her back on the show today. Let's get her back in queue. Hopefully she'll jump right back on. I don't know if her phone did something. I don't know what happened, but yeah. She was about to make a good point too, about the epilepsy stuff. Yeah, COVID has changed our life this year dramatically, and I've been going through a lot of stuff that has completely altered everything that I normally do in a routine. That changed, you know what I mean? So, okay, here we go. All right, Mama, we ain't gonna let no devil stop us.
Baby, the devil not stopping this show.
Interview jumping off, right? So you were making a point about seizures. Tell us where you were going with that. Tell us where you were going. You were making a good point. You was about to jump on something.
Okay, so I don't know where you left off. Did you hit the part about the planner yet?
That I needed it due to the fact that I had started having seizures and memory was an issue.
Okay, so God always give me visions. Like I wrote a book called Own It, right? And so I'm like, okay, God, because He's my father. I'm like, look, you keep giving me all these things to do, but I also have seizures, so and I can't remember. So you either need to fix the memory problem or show me a way to stay on top of my game. And so
You
that's
have
how I talk to him.
seizures?
God is my father, and so I talk to him like I have seizures. I started having seizures in 2017. 2017, I just started having seizures. Nobody in my family have seizures. Don't even know where they came from. And but God was still giving me vision and things to do, but I felt like I felt inadequate. Like people who have seizures, I would call this orange juice. I'd be like, the juice that's orange. You know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Because when you have seizures, it's like a lapse. And so God imputed this planner in me. And so when you said that, that's what made me trigger to say it. If in your planner it tells you what are your appointments for the week, right? It tells you make time for. It tells you to do this week. What's your priorities? But you know what I love most about the planner? It says, what's your new ideas? So as God impute them here, I write my new ideas here, right? And then
Or
sometimes,
even things that we need to remember.
baby,
Period.
because
Like the
I couldn't
whole
remember.
listen, before this situation started happening in November, I was like, my memory was so perfect and I had a great memory and didn't have an issue with that. Or, you know what I mean? Remembering things, I didn't have an issue with that. But after that, it just, you know what I'm
And I
saying?
did.
Like you said, just trying to remember basic, simple things, things have kind of changed with that. And, thank God. So you understood personally what I'm talking about.
Exactly. People get frustrated with you because they're like, I thought we talked about that already. Or I remember you had this scheduled or you had this plan. And so I was like, I'm not used to being that person. I'm used to being the person on top of my game. And so when God imputed this in me, I was like, okay. And so I had it selfishly to myself. And
Mm.
then someone was like, Raychell, how do you do? I do body sculpting. I help people come up with healthy habits because we're going to talk after the show about healthy habits because those healthy
Right.
habits going to help you with your seizures. Even if you talk to your doctor going to tell you those healthy habits will help you with your seizures.
Like the
So
olive oil I just bought and
this is my mimosa, but
the
it has a
CBD
little bit of
oil.
mimosa. What is that?
CBD oil. CBD oil. I got to tell you about that. We're going to talk about that
Okay.
off camera. Yes, ma'am.
And so all
Changed my
those
life.
things, they really will help you. And so between my healthy habits, my credit, I do credit repair, I do taxes, all these things that I do, people are like, how do you do all those things that are successful? Because I have it written down like you would talk to a 3-year-old or a 2-year-old in my planner. At 12 o'clock, my phone go off and my phone says, stop what you're doing and do A, B, and C. At 1 o'clock, you do this. At 2 o'clock, you do this. And if I'm too busy, I do a reminder,
And
right?
that keeps your life
That keeps
in
my life
order.
online. I have a podcast every Tuesday, but I need to send them a reminder on this day, right? I need to promote it on this day. See how that all falls into place?
Yes.
And so that's where the planner come in handy at. You write it down. I believe in Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision and make it plain.
Make it plain.
So
That's
when I
right.
promote my planner, I tell people all the time, y'all, I'm gonna do it. You're not gonna do nothing if you don't write it down. You're really not. You're just talking. You're wasting your time and my time.
So
If you don't
actually, the seizures made you get your life more in order.
the seizures, I was already in. Yes, I'm gonna answer yes. I'm gonna say yes to that. I'm gonna say yes to the pandemic also. Yes,
So
absolutely.
it made you understand the gifts that you have more going through the situation of shutting your daycare down from COVID and having to, it made you, you know what I mean, walk all the way into the gifts that God wanted you
Girl,
to
say it again. Say it
be
again.
in,
Come on now. So
right?
everything is for a season, and that's what people get. We think that we start something and it's for a lifetime. It's only for a season. When we start realizing that friends is very hurtful to say it, but friends are for a season. Some relationships are for a season. The church you attend now may be for a season. See, we
Right.
like to find a church home. We like to be embedded in that church. But baby, if your gift's not being used there, then that's not for you no more. It's not that it was a bad church. That's not for you no more. You know, and that we just get so stuck. And so
What we got to learn to be okay about is switching these seasons and, you know what I mean, going with the flow of that. That's
absolutely.
the problem that a lot of us have. Like, we want to stay, tied to that thing, and you got to move forward. You know what I
I
mean?
cried when I closed my daycare
I
because
know you did.
I
I
didn't open a
know you
daycare.
did.
I did open it for money because I had to leave my job because I have a sick son. But I love kids. Like they are our first fruit. They're the first thing that we impute into, the first thing that we teach, the first thing that we mold. And so at the child care center, every morning, I prayed for they got on the school bus, you know. And then when they came to, you know what, it's so funny because everybody know I'm not lying. When they get, if something happened bad at school, they be like, Miss Rachel, let's go in the office and talk about this because you finna be upset, right? Because
They already know. They already
they
knew.
understood that I love them and I care about their day. And if something bad happened, I would be upset if somebody mistreat them. And I don't go, let me tell you, no, no, no. If that's what you want to raise, talk and treat our children how we want them to be treated and how we want them to talk to other people. And that's why I feel like the world is falling apart at, is because we're doing things, actions, and our children are learning these actions when that's not really how we should be teaching our children. You know,
Right.
in the midst of our storm, if we're crying, yelling, and screaming, we're teaching crying, yelling, and children. But instead, let me tell you something. I don't play with my kids, but this is how I talk to my kids. I have to trust everything that you tell me is going to be true. So when I go to that school, I need to know that what you're telling me is the truth. So my kids are, I'm not going to be that mama's mom. Let me tell you, no, see, if I come up to the school, I'm going to go, let's talk about it now, what happened. So I'm going to hit you with these words, with this calm face, because I'm going to let you under, because see, my children is watching me.
First of
And
all,
my
we gotta stay calm. First of all, and then number two, it's important that we state the facts. You understand, because of what we're dealing
and
with
you got to
too.
listen. You got to
Yeah,
listen.
exactly, exactly. You said
Exactly.
sick son. Tell me, talk to me about that. You say you have a sick son.
So I have a son with sickle cell disease. And so some people don't really even understand the magnitude of sickle cell disease. That thing is a beast. Okay. And so when me and his father was, when I was my first marriage, we would spend so many emergency room, no, I'm gonna say emergency room, hospital visits weeks at a time with our son. And so when I left my first husband and I moved to Houston and I got with my new husband, my son was getting sick back to back. But my first husband, like, you left me, so why I gotta come do time with our child at the hospital? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know he was part of the divorce. I thought he was ours. And so I couldn't expect for my new husband to leave his job to go spend time at the hospital with my son, right? Which I know I know some people gonna say something about that. We're not gonna go there. We're gonna leave that where it's at. But he would have. Let's start over. He would have. So at this time,
I know what you're saying.
I was a salary member of management, making good money in a company, and the company told me, you know what? You can't miss all these days. You got to choose. And so I got on my knees and I said, God, my first job is to raise my kids. Like that is
The
my job.
first time. Ooh, my son has cerebral palsy. Why is our life matched up in a lot of ways? I don't understand that, but we're gonna continue keeping in touch with each other after this. I
Absolutely,
know that
absolutely.
everything happens for a reason, and I know what you're saying. You know what I mean? With the hospital and with no one understands what that even is like as a parent mentally, the things that we deal with having a child with a condition. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My son can't use his hand. His hand is limited due to his cerebral palsy, and he's in a special program at school as well.
Okay.
Uh, Due to some of his limitations. Now, what I do teach him, and I'm gonna share this with you.
Oh goodness.
I train my son on how to deal with the real world. So I don't know if you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying. So like he has to take the trash out. He has certain assignments and chores and things that he has to do in spite of his limitation, because we're not preparing him for his limitations. We're preparing him for the real world, of the world that he has to live in.
I love that. I love that.
So I want to share that with you and give that to you. Like, I know we deal with these things day to day, but at the same time, he's 14 and still a teenager and still going through teenage stage hormonally, just like any other teenager would. You know what I'm saying? It don't change that. So I'm just saying.
Well, mine is 21, and he has his own clothing line. It's called Alba Clothing.
See,
And
that's
so,
what you already know what I'm saying.
and so I had to explain to him, like, nobody's going to give you anything. And so if you want to live the life that you want to live, then you got to start going after the life that you want to live. I earnestly believe that if you have any type of disorder, if you have any type of kids, you need to be doing a business at home. You need to be doing an online business, a business that you can make money in the hospital, a business you can make money from your cell phone, you can make money from the poolside, you can make money from anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I told my son, with you having sickle cell disease and always been in the hospital and having seizures and already had several strokes at 21, you need to be, my son, we're going to talk about credit in a second. You know, my son bust through that thing in a 2020 last year with a Challenger off the lot, because I've already prepared the credit that he needed when he turned 18. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
And
get
so
it. Yeah.
you got to position yourself and be educated enough so that our kids can reap our blessings. And so with that being said, I already positioned him, but now you rolling around in this car with no money down, with great credit. What do you do to be able to keep that on your own, right?
Right.
And so he
All four
worked.
of my kids are authors. All four of them.
They don't want to be authors. I'm an author too. They not even interested. It's cool though. It's cool though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, we position them
No, that's
to be
facts.
able to
No,
make
I
and
love it. I love
earn,
it.
you
Xavier,
know.
we gotta position them, even if they don't take the nuggets that we give. I promise you, train a child in the way that they should go, right? And they will never turn
Mhm.
from it. And so, even though in the Bible it says that, y'all know that they turn from it, right? But that's not what it means. That means they're able to reach back down into what was stored inside them and use that power, that superpower.
Yeah.
Your kids
Mhm.
can't have superpower if you're not giving them superpower. You know, we want great kids, but we're not teaching them greatness. You know, we want all these things, but we're not showing them. I think, to me, the main thing is just discipline. We're not even showing our kids discipline. We're not even disciplined. You know, I think when you start disciplining yourself, you can see the discipline. People can see it in you. I'm not gonna lie. The pandemic made me I everything I do for coinages, just little bitty chump change, right? I never
Right.
needed it for an income. And the pandemic made me reposition myself and go, okay. So I did I did a 30-day challenge. I want to make $10,000 in 30 days. Now, let me explain something to you about setting a goal and not achieving the goal. See, some of us set a goal, and when we don't get to the goal, we give up on the goal. It took me 55 days to get to that 10,000. Now,
Okay.
day 31, day 32, day 33, day 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I say day 45, I'm finna hit this 10. I'm about to get it, and I didn't get it on 45. That's when the I'm not gonna say I never got angry, but that's when are you gonna get it? Like, when are you gonna say you didn't make it?
Talk to yourself like,
When are you gonna say
what
you
we
didn't make
gotta
it
do to
in 30
make
days?
this happen?
Exactly. So why? Okay, you didn't do 30 days, so why don't you stop? And I'm like, you know why I'm not gonna stop? Because I had to open my dream plan do planner. You know the first page, right? What the second page says what? What do my name mean? Because I
Mm-hmm.
am beautiful, because I am smart, because I am caring, because I am loved, kindly, because I am what? Amazing. That's why I couldn't stop. Oh, okay. Because I'm a leader and not a follower. Because you can either
How
help me or you can
important is
follow
it
me.
to speak those type of positive affirmations into your own life?
How am I able to?
How important is that? How important
Oh,
is it to
girl,
speak
it's so
those
important.
positive affirmations into your life?
If you don't do it, who do we expect to do it? You know, that is the reason. Let me tell you, when I went to my 55,
Yes.
when I went to 45 days, I had to go back and remember who I was. And when I got through reading about who great, I had to put my chest out because get yourself together. And so when I finally got to my goal in
Ooh,
55
you
days,
sharp, girl.
in
Uh-huh.
55 days, I was like, so if it took me 55 days to get there this time, let's shoot for 45 days because I'm on my 45
Next
cycle
time.
now. And when I get to
Right.
that 45 cycle, I'm going to go ahead and shoot for that 30. So by September, October, I'm going to be making $10,000 in 30 days. And then from there, by then I done educated, got better, wiser, and now we're making 20,000 before 2021 hit. But see, I can't set those goals if I set them and I fail and I stop going. Why
Yes.
is what did I do that stopped me from getting to where I was trying to go? Does that make sense? What am I doing?
Yes.
See, you can't go to nobody who make, and I'm not talking about nobody, but you can't go to nobody who ain't make 10,000 a month and say, what am I doing? Because it's impossible. No, it's impossible to you because the person that who I mentor me, he make 100,000 a month. So
Right.
my little 10,000 is nothing to him. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
that little bitty go. But see, when you talk to somebody who don't make 10, they don't understand that it's okay that you didn't make 10. When you got people like, you ain't make that 10, get up. Let's go. When you got that, that's the type of coaches that you need. That's gonna push
Right.
you to that point. So you gotta watch who you hang around and who you position yourself around because they'll make you think that you great making a dollar.
Let me ask you this, because I know how important it is to have my husband, whew, is amazing, has been a blessing, and has been very supportive. Um, what is it like being an entrepreneur and also being married a second time and incorporating all of that into your day to day? I know what it's like, and I understand that. But from your perspective, tell us,
I
you
think
know,
I learned that being an entrepreneur, sometimes my brain doesn't stop with the entrepreneurship. And so I have to schedule my husband time. This is my husband time. I'm not going to do anything on this time because this is me and your one-on-one
ooh, I
time.
love that.
This is my
Mm-hmm.
kids' time, which means there's no cell phones. There now, let me explain something to you. You're only gonna get an hour. I don't have more. I don't got more. I don't got no more time to give you than that hour. But I got you for that hour though. But then also too, I was watching this thing and they were saying, I don't watch TV. I don't got that type of time in my life. Like my schedule be busy. If it's not educating me, then I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
If it's not making me
Mm-hmm.
no money, I don't have time for it. You be And I want y'all to think about it before you get offensive. What you spend time for is what you're gonna get. So if you're spending time watching TV, that's great. You're getting quality TV time. But if you're trying to get somewhere, you got to invest in what you're trying to get. Okay.
In the direction of where you're wanting to head.
Where you try, yes, where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
And that's why I love my planner, because you don't just write. Everybody do these beautiful vision boards, right? And it's so beautiful, and it's sitting up, and they don't do nothing with it. See, my vision plan give you the plan. You write the vision and you make it plain, because you're gonna write in it what you're doing to get to that goal. And so, you said something. I want to kind of go back to a question that you asked me about the affirmation.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I didn't pick up that I shouldn't even picked up, but God, I needed it. My grandmother passed in March. After my grandmother passed, I caught pneumonia, COVID. Could not breathe, or I couldn't talk for 9 days. I couldn't verbally say anything in my mouth because my chest was so tight. I could not breathe. Do you understand me? I still have an asthma pump right now, because sometimes I find myself short-winded, because apparently it caused permanent damage. So let me just move on forward. The whole point is, I found, and I don't want to talk about it. And I got some other personal stuff going on that every time my heart talk about it gets so soft. I got issues, right?
It's so serious, yeah. No, and I want you to take your time. You know, we're not in a rush right now. Or
okay, I know everybody got a time limit, so I don't want to take up too much time.
I don't want you to feel like, dang, let me hurry up and tell what I got to tell. No, you take your time, and I'm going to give you this time. You understand?
Got you.
So that's what kind of show I have.
I love it. My dad got diagnosed with cancer. Okay, and we're going to leave it there for a second, because I don't think I'm not even in an emotional place drinking on this mimosa to go any further than that. And so between my grandmother passing, having COVID, and my daddy, and then I got some other stuff going on. One day I was like, God, I can't move today. I can't. I'm just gonna put the blanket over my arm. I'm just gonna cry all day. So day 3 came, right? And my husband said, Where's Raychell at? And I was like, what happened? He's like, where's Raychell at? And I was like, what? And he was like, I'm not telling you that you can't cry, and I'm not even telling you to move out of bed. It's okay if you want to be dirty and not bathe and don't brush your teeth and let your lashes fall off. That's okay. You can do that if you want to. I just want to know, where's Raychell at? Because see, Raychell wouldn't be laying there. And so,
that's beautiful.
You are resilient. And so I got up with tears flowing, and I went to my Cricut machine, and I made me a shirt that say resilient. And when I put that shirt on, I put my back out, and I said, you are resilient, right? And then I went on Facebook, and I was like, anybody want to buy a resilient shirt? Who needs to feel resilient today? And so I started doing affirmation shirts. And so the next month I did unstoppable. And so I made me about 7 unstoppables. And every morning I got up, and we talking about affirmation. And I was like, I am unstoppable. And I made it in sweaters, and I made it in tank tops. And I'm on vacation right now, and I got me a black tank top that says I'm unstoppable with me. And then I have
my go-to lately has been it's a singer named Tasha Cobbs.
Oh, I love her.
My go-to lately to get me reset, okay, has been going onto the YouTube, putting the Tasha Cobbs songs on, and just crying out. I just cry out my emotion. That's been my go-to. I cry it out, and it just resets me. My husband said last night to me, he was like, what's going on, baby? You all right? I said, you know what? I don't know what's going on with me, but I just think I need a moment to just take some time and cry out my emotion to the Lord. I just need to just fall on my face and just cry out to the Lord. And this song always take me there emotionally where I need to go to get the tears out, to get my reset, to hit that reset button and get back on track. That's what I did last night. I had to do it. I'm going to post my video with the tears, because I got the tearing video. I actually filmed myself crying during that song. You know what I mean? And I probably put it in my story. Because that's been my go-to lately. Because it's just been some times where I can't do nothing but just fall on my face and cry to God and hit the reset button and let the tears just let them go on and flow on out.
Get it on out, baby. Get it on out.
Just let them on out and just, you know what I mean?
And just let's go. And
it's just, we all got our thing, you know, and you said yours has been the positive affirmations, you know, and I just love it. I love it. And so once Raychell came back, what happened? What happened when Raychell came back?
I'm like, yes. And so after he said that, I was like, you know what? Okay, let's go, Pens. Let's go. That's my last name, Pens. Let's go, Pens. Let's go. Right. And so I did the Resilient shirt. And then next month, I did the Unstoppable shirt. And then for this month, which is July, which is about to be over, this month, I've been through so much. So for July, it is I am that girl, resilient, unstoppable. And so I made all of it together. All of that. And I put it on. That's my superpower. And it says, I should have wore it today, but because I bought a tank top. And it says, I am that girl, resilient, unstoppable, and I sell them. So if you feel like you need an unstoppable, you need a resilient, you need I am that girl, unstoppable and resilient, I got you. Because
you know I'm gonna buy it from you next, right? And you got 2X. You got size 2X.
You are and can be anything that you speak. But the thing is, and this is real Christian like, so some of y'all might not understand, but those are my Christians, you finna understand. So let me say it like this. We want to be Jesus-like and live this great life, but we don't want to sacrifice like Jesus. Jesus came to this world and had to walk in shame, knowing he was the son of the king. He had to walk in shame with no clothes on, beaten and hung on the cross, and he died. But you want to make millions of dollars, and you don't want to do no sacrificing, no learning, no education, not education, education. You don't want to be disciplined. You don't want to be consistent.
You don't want to go through nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. And you want to cry to the Lord about the life that you want to have, that you would like to have, but you don't want to do nothing to get to the things that you want to get. I don't know who this is for, but God, well, first of all, God have imputed something into all of us. And if you're not using your gift, I'm going to first of all say shame on you. Okay? 2, nobody can give people what you can give them. I can't reach everybody because everybody can't understand me, and they're not going to understand me. I talk fast, right? Somebody not going to understand me.
What's crazy, I'm getting everything you saying. You know why? Because we the same type. We the same type of people. All the way across the board. This is my second marriage too.
Girl, shut your mouth. I can't do it. And
my son, you know, I'm taking care of my son, hands on. You know what I'm saying? I got multiple businesses that have been developed on the inside of me with God's vision, help, strength, all the above. I got all of that. Like, the only thing I don't have is my new Raychell superpower shirt that I need because I need that because this stuff that's been happening lately is on a whole nother level. You understand?
Baby, hold on. Wait. I went to God. And I said, God. And you know what he said? He said, are you better than my son? Ooh, some of y'all didn't understand when he said that, but baby, that hit me deep, and that's why I said what I said. We want God to give us this life on this silver spoon, and I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. His own child sacrificed.
And suffered.
So when I sit up here and I cry, because of my temporary circumstances, God has said, "So are you better than my child? Should I remove our hurt and pain from you?" Come on now. And when he told me that, I had to dry my tears and I had to say, "Thank you." In the midst of Jesus knew what he had to do, and he still preached the gospel to his people. So in the midst of my storm, I'm still going to tell you, get your credit together. I'm still going to tell you to create healthy habits. I'm still going to tell you to write the vision and make it plain.
That's why, in spite of what I go through and feeling, I still got to continue this podcast, because this podcast is informational and it's getting out to the world and to the public. And people need to hear messages like this, like today. You know, they need to hear your story and your testimony. And they need to hear that it is important that we speak positive affirmations into our own lives. Even when you don't feel like it. We don't feel like it all the time. You know, you don't feel as beautiful as you are. You understand? But you got to still speak it. You got to still speak that word into your life and over yourself, that you are beautiful. You understand? So girl, let me tell you.
That planner that you have, if you look at the top, what does it tell you? Your 3 positive words for the week. In January, my positive, you see it at the top?
Mm-hmm.
And so in January, it says stay focused, persistent, and plenitude was the words I had in January. And ever since, I'm focused, I'm persistent, and I'm getting a plenitude in every single thing that I prosper, everything that I touch, every single thing that I put my mind to. You can't expect to be great at something if you don't put your mind to it. Every great basketball player, when everybody else was asleep, was training. You know, every millionaire who have invested money into coaching or do things to learn their trade. And so I appreciate being on the show. Like, I know she said I do a lot. Every single thing I do aligns with something else. I'm an author.
Can I read this real quick? These are my self-care activities when I open the book.
Okay.
Make time for, and that's what it says, healthy habits, friendship, water. You see, I got that right here next to me. I've been doing that. Now, the thing I got to add that you got written in here is exercise. I got to add that in. I do make time for family, honey, romance. Look.
Gotta make that time, girl.
Romance, woo! Yes. Yes. I feel like at times we still dating, and it's beautiful to me.
I love
that. Growth. Home improvement, cleaning. Yes. Make time for that. Cleanliness is next to godliness. You got to do it. You got to do it. Meal prep, very important. And then this is the one that I got to learn to add to my schedule.
Girl, nothing.
Make time for nothing. I got to learn to add that to my schedule.
I got that on my schedule in a little bit. I'm about to go hit the pool and do what? Nothing.
I love it. So right now you're on an appointment of nothingness. You're on your chill mode. Thank you for adding me into the schedule during this time of your siesta. I love it. I appreciate that.
So, and I want to make this clear. Even though I am in Vegas or in Galveston or in Austin or in Louisiana, baby, I still run my businesses from a certain time of day. See, let me break something down to you. When I retire, I am preparing for my retire now, right? And so I don't have to vacation from my job. I love what I do. I got up this morning. I drink collagen every day. I don't mind showing you the video of me drinking collagen so you can see how I don't wear no makeup and this face looking like flawless, baby. I don't mind. I don't mind showing you that I drink heck, I had a whole moment for a second, that I incorporate healthy habits in my life, because I want you to see that incorporating that in your life can go anywhere you go. I don't mind jumping on a call about credit repair, because I understand you can't get where I'm at till you get your credit in order. Your credit aligns with everything. Once you get your credit in order and your refrigerator break, you don't care. It don't even matter if it's a payday. If you got good credit, you could go straight to the code.
You can replace that with a heartbeat, yeah.
And you could get you a new refrigerator, a new microwave, a new stove. You having a bad week and you need a vacation, you pull out that black card and you slide it and you go make you an appointment. Your credit is so important. My son is rolling around in my 17-year-old rolling around in a Challenger, and I will notice it's under 350. You know why his notice is under 350? Because of the credit score. No, he's only 17, so his credit score, it's not going by his credit score. It's going by me and my husband's credit score, because we have amazing credit score. Because I don't just talk to you. I don't just talk the talk. I walk the walk and I talk the talk. You know, when I tell you that I live here, now exercising, everybody know I don't exercise. But let me defend myself. I have fibromyalgia. So, you know, picking up stuff and moving stuff, that's not good on my bones. So I'm just saying. So I don't have to pay. Don't laugh at me.
Oh, so funny.
But you know what? Being a person who has seizures.
But you're real. You are real.
I don't lie because I have seizures, and I'm going to forget what I lied and I told you. So you know what? Don't ask me no truth if you don't want to know the truth, because I can't give you the lie because I'm not going to remember the lie. You know?
Right.
And so
let me ask you something real quick. Give us a tip, one small tip on how to get our credit in order. One tip, just one, baby, one. I don't want you to tell us the whole shebang, because I know, you know, you're tapped into credit repair and things like that. So just give us one tip on what we could do to improve our credit.
The one tip to get your credit in order is to pay your bills on time. It's such a simple step.
On time. Mm-hmm.
But people don't understand. I don't know you, Queen G. I don't know you at all. But if I pull your credit history, that's what I know. And so if you're not paying those bills that's going on your credit on time, realistically, they don't trust you. It's just that simple. I need you to think of it just that simple. If you pay your bills on time, the ones that go to your credit, well, let me start over. Somebody told me this, and I never believed it, and now it took me some years to get it. How you do one thing is how you do everything.
Facts.
Think about it. We don't want to believe that.
That's facts.
It's facts. Pay them bills on time, and you're gonna realize all your bills will be paid on time. And then that's a little bit of boost to your credit. And then anybody, if you tell me that you watch this show, I send you how to start. If you only people with credit cards or loans, I have this system called the 15-3. And it's 15-3 in 3 months, you'll have a credit increase, and it's free. It's free knowledge. But let me tell you something. I can offer free knowledge, but it don't matter if they're not gonna do it. If they don't do it,
what's the point?
I have people who sign up and be like, yeah, I want to get my credit repair, and they don't do nothing. Let me sip on my
none of what you advise them. Yeah, and that's crazy. That's crazy.
Nothing. I have people that buy this planner and don't do nothing.
I wanted to read this comment real quick from Ann Jules Love. She said, yes, Queen G has been holding it down for God with her wisdom, and her guests she has are always incredible people. I love seeing you out there doing your thing, still running your business like the rest of us who do not stop grinding, especially during lockdown. Keep spreading your wisdom, queens, and your light. May God bless you and us all. I just had to read that comment. I thought that comment was beautiful. And I wanted to, share that with you.
I love it.
She was
Because you know
saying,
what, Queen? This is not for you. What you're doing is not for you.
no, it's
And when we
not.
realize that, it makes the walk even not so heavy. It just
Mm-hmm.
makes it not so heavy. When we
Right.
wake up every day in the midst of your son being sick, in the midst of everything that you're going through, in the midst of your seizures, do you know how many people's lives gonna be blessed understanding that the seizures is what I have and it's not me? Come on
Right.
now. We allow these diseases to be us. I'm not
Right.
a seizure. It's what tries to it's what tries to destroy me. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
fibromyalgia. It's what tries to destroy me. And so what we do in the midst of these storms, I'm not gonna lie. I told you I had a really bad day Monday. I mean, I'm telling you, I had the buckets rolling. I was just having a moment Monday.
Natasha Cobb moment.
Baby, and when I tell you 5 to 6 people back to back inbox me, and I didn't want to open the inboxes at first, and I opened them. And it's like, I just want to tell you I love you. I just want to tell you this. And so sometimes God send what you need to remind you that what you're doing not for you. Get up, Queen. You're okay,
Yeah.
Queen. And then I was like, where's my unstoppable shirt? I need the
Right.
unstoppable shirt. And so it's funny. I laugh about it, but I have shirts that says I'm a coffee dealer because I sell healthy coffee.
Can you kind of give us a price breakdown of your shirts and stuff a little bit? Give us a price range if you don't mind.
It's $15 for a shirt. Okay, and for anything that's over extra large, you just add $2 more. So $17. I'm not trying to make no huge profit for these shirts. It's not even on my website. It's something that it made me feel good when I did it. And I'm like, who else would probably feel good because of this shirt?
I need
else
it,
be inspired? Because baby, I got it in the sweater, I got it in the tank. I got when I'll be putting it on. But you know what? And I want to say one more thing before we get off the show. Guys, if you don't do nothing else from this show, if you would just to please set your phone for a time to do something reflective. Like she was saying, take the time out 15 minutes and listen to some gospel music. Take the time out and listen to a motivational speaker. Take the time out to read a book. I'm telling you. Now let me tell you what's so funny. So I have a moment, right? And I get myself out the moment, and then my phone ding and says inspirational time. And then I go to my inspirational time, and then I forgot everything that I had cried about. And so I'm like, maybe you should move that time to first thing in the morning when you having a moment to just move it. But no, real life, if you really, you're gonna always go through something, guys. You're gonna always go through something. But it makes me so sad when I see people go through stuff and they use it as an excuse to stop. When really,
right. We can't. That's not an option. Stopping ain't an option at all. I'm planning for my 30th anniversary in the industry event. It's a great Gatsby themed event. I want you to come down for that. I want you to come down. And I need you to bring some of your shirts and stuff. As a vendor. I need you to be a vendor for that.
Okay, I need you send it to me and I'll look at my itinerary and see what we at.
Okay. It's not until next year in May.
In February of next year, I'm having to take your life back event.
See, I need to come to that.
And when you leave that event, I'm gonna have a box for you to leave all your trash in. And so when you leave, I need you to leave your trash at that event. I need you to come. I need you to walk out that event different than the way that you walked in. And sometimes we like to throw our trash out, but we like to take it with us when we leave. I need you to leave that trash.
You live where it's at. Yeah. Don't take it with you. Ooh, that's so. Oh my God! I need to wait a minute. You made me think about something. I'm about to incorporate that here at my home. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to incorporate one of those. Leave your trash in here. And I need to grab a bucket or something like that to incorporate that right here.
You're visual. Yeah. So you need to write it. Have them write it, or you write it, and then watch yourself crunch it. And then when you watch yourself crunch it, watch yourself throw it in the trash. That's how we're visual beings. That's how we was made. Take it, trash it, and move around. And when you think about it, be like, oh, I can't even get mad at you no more, child. That was in the trash, girl. That's over with.
Right.
People be thinking I be holding on to grudge. Man, I can't even hold on no grudge. You know,
can't even do it. You can't afford it. Yeah. It's too much weight on us to hold.
I leave my hands open so I can receive and I can give. When you keep your hands closed, that's why you're not prospering, boo. You can't prosper with them. What? But see, that close also is when you just holding out, just missing out on blessings, child. Just going to the left and to the right because they can't even go in your hand because your hand's too tight. Too tight.
Right.
Too tight.
Give us your website, honey. Give us your website.
It's my name, RaychellPens.com. I made it so simple because I do too many things to be having all them websites. You're going to find the credit repair on there. You're going to find my It Works, my health things on there. You're going to find my bookstore on there. There is everything, all the plethora of things that I do, you'll find on my one website, RaychellPens.com. RayChell Pens, PENNS.com. If you have a business and you would like to be on my podcast, I hope you don't mind me saying that. It's Unmasking the Blueprint. And so I would love to have you as a guest. I think I am at the end of September, and I'm October is when my interviews are being scheduled for now. So
okay. No, I'm just typing your website in there. So that people can, is that correct the way I wrote it? Right. Okay, she wrote it too. Little May Foundation wrote it as well. RaychellPens.com. Is that correct? We wrote it correctly?
Yes,
is that correct?
I don't know, I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it? Okay.
Oh, I do see it.
RayChellPenns.com.
Yes, thank you, boo. Okay. She's like, I heard it. See, she can hear fast like I can.
So for all those that's watching and tuning in, we want you guys to get in touch with her if you want credit repair, if you want the self-affirmation t-shirts, also the planner that she personalizes for you. That can be ordered through that website. Get in touch with her and let her know that the Queen G Live experience sent you. Queen G sent you. And that is how you got in touch with her and, got the information. So, oh my God, we are getting to the end of this interview. I hate to even let you go or get off of here, but shoot, you put me in on your siesta. So you kind of, gave me some time on your schedule. So I appreciate that. Give us some words of encouragement, affirmations, positive affirmations as we get ready to close our interview.
You are beautifully and wonderfully made. And the gift that you have, absolutely nobody else have them. And so whatever gift you have, if it's cooking, if it's speaking, if it's sewing, whatever that gift is, only you have it. And so I can't cook and I can't clean, child, so I don't have none of them gifts are your gifts, okay? So them gifts is yours. But everybody has a gift. And I'm just asking you to step out of your comfort zone, and whatever it is that you do best, anything that you want to do best, you have to also invest the time, educate yourself in that gift, and just let your gift flourish. The credit repair business and my health business, you can join those businesses with me. I can't make you make money like I can make you, but I can teach you how to make money like I make money, But that's the issue. You have to want it, You just have to want to be better. That's it. You just got to want it.
That's awesome. And I love that. We have to want to be better. I'm going to close the show on that note because that's a very important point. Listen, guys, if you're out there watching Thank you so much, Raychell, for joining this podcast, Queen G Live Experience. If you're out there watching, you got to want to be better, she says. You got to want to be better. We got to have the desire to be better, and I love that point. Also, you know, get rid of your baggage. If it ain't for you, get rid of it. Get rid of it. And don't be afraid to get rid of things that are weighing you down. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you're not gonna be able to move around or grow or build or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. So listen, guys, I'm gonna jump off of here. This is your favorite host, Queen G. This is my special guest, Ms. Raychell. Thank you so much for joining our podcast today. I'll see y'all next time, okay, on the Queen G Live Experience. Keep watching. Keep tuning in. Peace, y'all.